When companies like Disney and Marvel continue to pander to the woke agenda, do not be surprised when get woke turns into get broke, which is exactly what Marvel is dealing with this weekend with the absolutely tragic news that they got for the Ant-Man 3 Quantumania box office numbers. So let's get into all of this because it's hilarious. Last week they were praising the fact that this movie was such a huge success in its opening box office weekend. And well, all of that turned into bad news very quickly. So Quantumania, worst drop for a Marvel movie yet. This is very, very bad news for Marvel. And this seems to be a growing trend with Marvel and Disney recently as we continue to see both of these woke companies that walk hand in hand continue to plummet and turn into a downhill spiral of absolute failure. So more Disney doom as Marvel's Ant-Man 3 collapses at 71%. That is horrifically bad for Marvel. More trouble on the Disney Marvel front as Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania takes a 71% dive in weekend 2. That's worse than Marvel's previous stinkers, Thor Love and Thunder, which was also terrible, and Eternals. So this is just bad, but you already know that the people that are involved with Marvel, with Disney, are gonna blame things like, oh, the pandemic. It's because of the pandemic, everyone. That's the only reason. It's not because we continue to put out crappy movies and we continue to get woke. Those can't be the reasons why people are turned off to Marvel these days. By the end of the weekend, Ant-Man will have earned another $30 million for a running total of just $165 million. Just last week, they were bragging this up as some sort of massive success, and that is starting to backfire on them splendidly. That might sound like a lot of money, and it is, but Ant-Man 3 cost $200 million to produce and somewhere around another $100 million to promote, which puts the break-even point at around $550 million worldwide. And as of right now, Ant-Man 3 has earned $265 million worldwide. This could end up being a financial flop for Marvel and for Disney, because we already see that in the second weekend the drop-off was so dramatic that this movie is not going to be making that much money, okay? Last weekend, Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania opened exactly where the child abusers at Disney had hoped, with a 4-day $120 million. That was likely due to the front-loading of Marvel deadenders and actor Paul Rudd, who remains an appealing screen presence. And indeed, you know, Paul Rudd is pretty much the only thing that even is worth going to see in this movie, even though yet once again Marvel has basically just turned this into yet another MCU installment where they love to just turn all of the male characters, at least the leading male characters, into complete jokes, while they can continue to promote all of the female presences on screen. So with all that being said, let me know what you think about all of this news in the comments below. What do you think about the total disaster that Disney and Marvel continue to be? Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll talk to you all in another video very soon.